2 out of 10, Scream reviewed, forget the popcorn, turn off the movie, go fuck yourself. Suspecting that my lack of a father would lead me down a path of femininity,
Enchante.
What am I looking at here?
my mom raised me on the horror genre because nothing screams masculine influence quite like a fucking bloodbath. Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Child's Play, and White Chicks starring Sean and Marlon Wayans. Terrifying classics that have scarred their twisted imagery into my brain to this day. I was a weird fucking kid, alright? You wouldn't need a lot of evidence to prove to me that I was a ghost face in my own Scream movie. I couldn't really keep friends in elementary school because whenever I got close to someone, their family ended up moving away. Or maybe I murdered them.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
So instead, I'd pace the yard alone, brewing headcanon before running home to jot down my stinky little fanfiction. Oh, horror and I. Yeah, we had a few little flings. I remember when she dyed her hair black and changed her name to Creepypasta in 2010, and she got all nostalgic and formed a questionable friend group, but I tried not to judge. Left them behind when she realized that they were over-sexualizing her, entered a woke phase in 2014, changed the pronouns in her bio to art/horror. It seemed like she had really blossomed into a mature young woman. Until 2018, when she left me for a grotesque motherfucker named Trevor Henderson.
You can't leave me. I'm not losing you again.
Most franchises in the genre focus on nightmarish monsters, supernatural events, or mythical beasts of unknown worlds, and they're often influenced by real-world science, albeit taken to the extreme, like the reproductive cycle of the xenomorphs, the mutation of the Shimmer, and the assimilation process of the Thing, all of which aren't supposed to be sexy, but that doesn't explain the half-chub that I have right now. But there is something so frighteningly down-to-earth about a young adult killing simply for the fun of it. Scream is a series about some dumbass horny teenager putting on black robes and ghost masks before prank calling their friends.
What is your name, sir? I am Bill Buttlicker.
And then clumsily attempting to murder them. It's violent, but not quite obscene. And it's humorous, but not quite meaningless. And in 1996, it revitalized a genre that was as dry as that sack of prunes you call a nutsack. There's also an exciting whodunit element to these films. So when they introduce 7 or 8 of the dumbest motherfuckers you've ever seen, you can guess the killer with your friends. Only for them to get their spine ripped out of their asshole 15 minutes later. Scream creates its own rules, only to subvert them and surprise the audience. It's that same thrill we seek in games like Trouble in Terrorist Town or Viral Sensation, Among Us Huge. This new movie is no different, but introduces a new cast of shitheads. Rookie antagonist Sam felt like a sympathy-absorbing paper towel at first, which I just didn't bite because I don't have feeling. I just don't have emotions. It wasn't until she cut the fucking dick off of Richie that I went, yeah, put her in the sequel. Melissa Barrera? I know you're a big fan of the channel, okay? If you're watching right now, I need you to listen up. If you don't want to stay trapped in Sydney's shadow, you're going to need to up your game. No more okay? Go crazy. Go stupid. And most importantly,
Cut some fucking throats!
Mindy, on the other hand, was the shining star, and we must protect her at all costs.
You think I'm gonna cut you up?
Little bit now, yeah.
But some of her quips felt like meta self-deprecation on behalf of the writers.
But we're all suspects, except maybe Liv. Thank you. You're way too boring to be a psycho.
Acknowledging a character as boring through another is the equivalent of cutting in line at Starbucks and saying, "I'm such a bitch," while giggling to your friends. And the diversity. Oh, the diversity.
It's a dumbass white movie about some dumbass white girls getting their white asses cut the fuck up.
I really gotta praise the casting director. We got a Latina protagonist, 2 surviving black characters, an Asian cop, and a girl with pink hair to make every viewer feel seen. Cuba Gooding Double Jr. was alright. I really like the part where he's mid-nut and says, "Hey, for real though, are you the killer?" And his girlfriend Liv, or Lexa, or Lily, she had pink hair. Jack Quaid and Mikey Madison were the 2 most charismatic killers since Stu and Billy. They really went fucking insano mode for this shit. The way they had me flip-flopping like a fish washed ashore on whether Richie was innocent or not. Zooey mama! Although, I feel like Amber could have used some more shade. If there was a scene where she dropped a knife from her backpack and went, "Yeah, me and my dad like to go hunting sometimes, teehee," I would have been tricked into thinking her a red herring. In the auditions, she was actually Tara's lesbian girlfriend female lover partner, but this was scrapped due to the implications of a stock psycho lesbian. which is like a white producer saying, I'm only casting white people in my horror film because I don't want to see violence against other races. If they wanted to stay true to the original, both killers would have been the partners of their victims. Ladies, just don't light your doobie around her. Or do? I'm not your father. Our favorite scrawny motherfucker, Dylan Wallows Manette, didn't get half the screen time he deserved and would have made for an excellent long-term red herring, especially as a radicalized justice-seeking coplet.
Every day, I am not your goddamn son. Get the fuck away from me!
Amber's reveal would have hit harder if he was the one shot in the head.
Welcome to Act 3.
It felt like that dumb fucking Venom prequel where Deadpool guy gets his ass eaten from the inside out in the first 3 minutes of the movie. Dewey's death was pretty fucking dope. The man survived 7 serial killers and the gayest limp on earth. Not even someone as handsome and buff as myself could do that. The dead meat and Kirby's survival cameo were cute. Hayden Penitentiary is the only prison I'd willingly attend. Billy's corruption of Sam was very entertaining, and I'm sure his return got all the girlies flicking their chickpeas, if you know what I'm saying. Me included, obviously.
You don't have to be gay to appreciate a man's beauty. Nah, bro, I'd fuck you. Okay, never mind.
Speaking of past killers, I find it peculiar how Charlie's name was thrown around early in the film, but never referenced again.
Just tell her that Charlie called.
And I will do exactly that, Charlie, once you tell me what kind of group we're talking about.
Except for the "it's an honor" line.
Let me just say, to our guest, Sidney Prescott, it's an honor.
It's an honor.
So many filmmakers treat horror like a toilet. Make it muddy, make it poopy. And even though I didn't do an amazing job, at least I tried out here. This film actually had some colorful settings. The hospital felt desolate with its dark blue aura. Dewey's trailer felt weathered and remorseful with its aged yellow hues. And Stu's house contained inviting but mysterious purple and pink tones, which was fun to see return from new angles like the basement and backyard. The motive in this new film though? Doggy shit. Billy killed because he blamed Sidney for his mom's abandonment. Stu was an impressionable sociopath, and Miss Loomis wanted revenge for her son's death. After Mickey, every killer turned out to be a fame-obsessed copycat. The meta notion of Richie and Amber killing because they wanted to keep a fictional franchise alive is creative, but also hollow. So let me pose a few ideas. Y'all can continue sucking dick with the same old, or you can listen to a future Academy Award-winning screenwriter, Stu.
I'll be right back.
Everyone wants stew. You want stew. Shaggy wants stew. Link's grandma made stew. Even Stu wants stew.
Whenever he comes back somewhere in the future, because that's what happens in horror movies all the time, they bring the killers back. Like shaved head, like scarred face, ripped. Oh, that's a good pitch. Throat tat, face tat, like that would be badass.
Which means he never died. Connect all the dots with a gritty face-off of the past and the present. A prison-toughened Stu has been influencing a new wave of copycats through cult-like underground online communities. Members included Charlie, Tara's caller during the intro who's alive and in hiding, Richie, Stu's now deceased illegitimate son who was trying to bring the spotlight back to the Mocker family, and Amber, who became obsessed after learning about the origins of the house her family moved into. Radio Silence was the perfect team to take the mantle, as they have a lot of respect for the franchise. And also, their films are based. The only way their homage scenes would have been better is if the actress's name was Jamie Savoy Brown. But put all this together, kill Gale in the first 5 minutes to raise the stakes, and have the new generation work with the old, including Kirby Reed, to put Ghostface in the ground for good. And you're looking at an 8 or even a 9 out of 10, because that's how fucking crazy I'm feeling. But for now, this playful slice and dice party gets Sorry guys, just give me a minute, I gotta grab this. Hey yo, who dis?
Who do you want it to be?
Candace?
Candace?
Candace dick fit in your mouth.
Ah, goddammit, that's the third time this week!
Wait a minute, Roger L. Jackson? Is that you?
No, asshole. You couldn't afford him, remember?
Right. So who the fuck is you?
The guy standing outside of your window right now.
Nice one, Mr. Ghostface. That's actually my pastor.
Ew.
And why did you call?
I want to see what your insides look like.
Whoa, buckaroo. Not until the third date at least.
I'm afraid you won't be making it that far.
What?
7 out of 10. Subscribe to Cordelia Games.
Psycho killer.